dear viewers, this is Anshika. Joining me today, we have students of Somerville, Noida, who have participated in the Macmillan Young Scientist Budding Competition and are the runner-ups. Would you guys please introduce yourselves and your roles?
Yes, good morning, ma'am. I am Adit Pandey from class 6 and I like reading and like to play outdoor games.
Hello everyone, I am Mayur Chatterjee from class 6th of Somerville School, Noida. I like reading and playing football.
I am Akshan Bhelkar. I am their student mentor. I like robotics and I am into new tech.
We, the students of Somerville School, Noida, have created a solution for clearing problems. This will help India to meet the SDG goals set up by United Nations. This bill is integrated with artificial intelligence that will help it to sense the waste into biodegradable and non-biodegradable. This is our idea. Camera here will sense whether it's non-biodegradable or biodegradable, and then it will send the information accordingly to a microcontroller. So, and now here, if it's a non-biodegradable object, the microcontroller will send the information to the non-biodegradable server, and then that server will open, and we can put our garlic in. And if it's a biodegradable object, then our microcontroller will send the information to the biodegradable server, and then this flap will open, and we can put our biodegradable object in. In this way, the IITs segregates the non-biodegradable waste from the biodegradable waste. From here, the biodegradable waste is sent for composting and the non-biodegradable waste is sent for recycling. This improves the waste management and reduces the impact on the environment. Let us see how it functions.
And Samarth is showing the bottle. Now the camera will detect that the bottle is a non-biodegradable object. This message will be sent to the microcontroller. The microcontroller will send the message to the servo motor, and then the non-biodegradable flap will open. Similarly, when we are showing a biodegradable object such as the leaf, the same process will be repeated and the biodegradable flap will open. Thank you.
Sometimes people fail to identify the type of garbage on themselves. So this item of ours helps auto segregate. This is our small effort to reduce the burden on the earth. Thank you.
Hello, guys. Firstly, congratulations on being the runner-ups. And how was the experience, the process, and then finding out that you're the runner-ups of this competition? How did you guys feel about it?
First of all, we created it with teamwork and we thought that we wouldn't be able to stand up in the competition of the other teams and were very really nervous, but finding out that we were the runner-up, so we were a bit happy and felt very much great after that.
So we did a lot of work, and when we got runner-up in IIT Delhi, we were very happy. And we were a bit nervous for the final round. And when we also got runner-up in that, we were full of joy.
Students did a great work. I helped them, I mentored them whenever they face difficulty with the technological part, with the AI stuff, them through it.
So whenever we perform or, create a project like these, there'll be countless experiments and a lot of times things won't work out. So when things didn't work out for you guys, how did you guys get back up and push yourself?
Whenever, sometimes we fail to do something and our mentor, teacher and our mentor, Bhaiya, Akshan Bhaiya, he supported us and was a great mentor in telling us that how to do something and whenever there was a problem between him and us, so Sharmila ma'am used to take care of us.
So while working our bin, while showing the waste, our bin may sometimes open the wrong flap, or in many things that demotivated us. The mentor assisted us, and we made our bin perfect. That's what we got over the demotivation.
So this question is for Akshan. What thought provoked you that I should help my juniors? You don't you're not getting anything from this project, any certificate or something sort of like that. So what made you think that I should be helping my juniors right now?
See, I see every opportunity as a new learning skill. I'll develop new skill from it. I'll learn new things from it. So I thought from participating in competitions and being a mentor to one, it will be a great like new learning experiences for me. So I like went for this competition to mentor them.
That's great. So this is the first time I am interviewing someone, and I'm pretty nervous, as you can see. So when it was your first time presenting your model, how did you overcome that performance anxiety or nervousness or thoughts like, what if it doesn't work out?
Like I've been performing in many such events in my school, so I wasn't bit nervous. But as we all know, there is some nervousness in every human. So yes, I was a bit nervous, but also a bit confident on my machine.
I have also done many times speaking in public, but when I got onto the stage in IIT Delhi and even in the original final contest, I was very nervous because it was in front of many people. But when I first spoke my paragraph and when I saw that nervousness got overcome by little, and so I spoke confidently.
That's great. So, what interested you guys to work on this topic, waste segregation? Talking about waste disposal, waste, it's not something people are, generally interested, especially if we talk about this generation. This is not something they really care about. So, why did you guys select this topic?
Because we saw that segregation was a major topic that was leading to many such landfills like Gazipur landfill, which was as tall as the Qutub Minar. So, and it was also polluting the country, many people were falling ill from that, and people were not considered over that topic. So, we thought of making the
Like as you said now that people in this generation don't really give attention to this problem. So but if they don't give attention to this problem, but it is still impacting on our environment, so we need to take steps further to stop it.
That's great. Teamwork plays an essential role in such projects. Was this the first time you guys were performing as a team together? And how did you guys function or perform together? How were the roles divided?
Like we worked in a teamwork only. We weren't given any different roles, but as we can say that I helped in a bit of wiring one, and Mayuk and Samart did the coding. So we can say that we all contributed in one, and it was my first time doing in a teamwork. So I was happy to get a team to I was happy to get this team to work with.
So I also got the team in the first, and I was a bit nervous. When I started working, the nervousness also got overcome, and there were no specific roles assigned. So I was doing the research, and I also contributed. I also did the computing part, the coding, and the wiring. I also understood that. And Adit and Samarth did the coding part, and the mentor and Akshay Bhaiya guided.
This question is for Sharmila ma'am. After seeing your students work so hard, and as they mentioned, you've been a form of support to them. How did you feel after finding out that they were the runner-ups for this competition?
Oh, the feeling was out of the world. I really did not expect them to perform so well. But one thing was very sure that when we had that zonal round at the IITs, I understood that the main thing is how to handle the question answer session by the judges. So that was the key area which I looked into for the final round, and I think my kids have handled the question answer session very well, and that was the turning point for us.
That's lovely, ma'am. And what did you guys learn from this experience as a whole?
It, it wasn't from any research or anything. Obviously, we know that research gives us information, but visiting into IIT and giving the finals and the zonal round and taking the knowledge from the other teams also, it was a great experience for us, and it gave us a huge knowledge for the problems that we were facing and how to implement. Income.
For making the project in a problem of segregation, we learned that segregation is a major, and we should also be we should also segregate the waste properly, and we learned from the question answers asked by the judges and the other teams project.
Please give me a brief explanation about your model.
So our model works on the basis of segregation. We have a input device that is a webcam. A webcam detects the garbage and sends the information to a computing device, which then loads a command for a microcontroller, which then controls the servo motors. And the servo motors will open their flaps, which we have tied using a thread. So whenever the wasted detector servo motors will open its respective flap, and we have used two ultrasonic sensors to detect it whether the garbage is full, the I bin is full or not.
So the bin has also some limitations because when the texture and the color of the waste is same, the flap may not be opened as per required. It may fail to open the respective flaps. So here spectroscopy can be used. Spectroscopy deals with the absorption and the emission of light. So as we know that each object emits a molecule. So non-biodegradable objects and biodegradable objects emit different molecules. So spectroscopy can be used to sense these molecules using spectroscopic sensors because the spectrum emitted by different molecules is different. Here, infrared spectroscopy, because electromagnetic radiation is divided into three ranges: the one ultraviolet range, the visible range, and the infrared range. It could be infrared range or the infrared spectroscopy could be used to sense.
That's very impressive. And Akshan, I think you're the oldest in the group, right?
Yes, right.
So I just have a small question. Whenever there were any disagreements amongst you and your juniors, how did you guys solve it?
So for me, anything I have any issue, I'll just go on a break and I'll revert back to the problem after everyone has cooled off, so I can handle them then.
What about Mayuk and Adat? How did you guys get solve your disagreements?
Like there was always there's two mentors for us. One is mentor Bhaiya and mentor Mom. So whenever there were disagreements, either Bhaiya would take care of it or Mom would handle them.
No, see, so whenever there were disagreements, we would ask either Dia, if he was not able to solve, we could ask me or my teammates. They also might have something learned.
That's lovely. It was wonderful talking to you guys, and I think you guys also inspired me a lot. And from this interview, I think I'll start to segregate my waste in a very good manner. So thank you, and it was wonderful talking to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.